it's been a few weeks since I set my first 2 trays, the front trays, with my 2 kilograms of worms in each tub. Shortly after the video, I had to get a couple of other shallower tubs and separate the worms. I left until a few days, nearly a week, until I decided I was going to feed. It was recommended that I leave them 3 weeks before the first feed, but I don't often listen to good advice, so I fed them a little early, which has worked out fine, to be honest. Pretty much all the tubs have eaten all of their food. I put in half a big cucumber in each tub, and in 2 of the tubs I'm just left with a tiny little stalk, which I'll show you just how much they've eaten. So you can see where the worms have really chewed away at that. Amazing really how ravenous they are. So I was going to feed them again today. I've had a few fatalities, but nothing major. Bud, stop doing that, you'll knock the camera off. It has been really hot, so it was to be expected to have a few fatalities. My biggest problem is that the 2 tubs that I started out with are too deep. The bedding is too deep, and it has resulted in more deaths in the Irish peat moss being too deep. I have actually got a few dead ones here, so I'm going to feed these for another few weeks, and then I'm going to actually change the soil and put them in shallower tubs like these ones, just so they're not too deep. But apart from the odd death, it is chocker in there with worms. So once I've changed the soil and changed the tubs, I'm going to riddle them out, riddle the eggs out, split them all up, sort of disturb them in one go. So what I've got for them today is half a large cucumber each, and what I'm doing is splitting that down the middle so it's easier for them to access. Feeding them in at the same end all the time, so any unhappy worms, a little bit unhappy with the amount of food I'm feeding, can move to the front and away from excessive food. So I'm feeding about, I'll just go get the other 2 bits. So these will be left again for 3 weeks to see just how much food has been eaten. And what I've also got them is a quarter watermelon each, and I've split that into 1/8, so it's easier for them to access and rot down quicker. And I'm just pushing it in, just slightly, just firming it in into the soil itself to make it easier for the worms to access and keep it moist in there as well. Now, I did actually give myself this dodgy haircut, and I did. I've heard that they'll eat hair, so I have actually put my hair cuttings in this worm tub just to see if they really do break down the hair, just out of interest really. So these are the worms fed now, the food ready. Just to see how we're getting on. So there's a lot of eggs in here. I'll see if I can pick one out. I've lost where that one was. There we go. A lot of worms in there. They're desperately, going to need riddling out and changing. But I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, there's a small worm egg there. And in one egg you can get between 1 and I think 12 baby worms, the average being about 3 or 4. But it's great to see those eggs there. So bury that back in the soil. there's quite a few. I'm noticing a lot of eggs in the cocoa coir, but it's definitely a more difficult substrate to sort of keep damp. And at the minute I do worry that they're a little bit too damp, so I've been leaving the lid off, letting them really aerate, sort of breaking up the top layer of soil, just to dry it out a little bit, and any worms that are finding it too wet can then come up to the drier soil. The peat moss holds the moisture far better than the coir, but if you do overwater, it's difficult to open up the valve in the tap and let that excess water out. So I'm a little bit, I haven't really got a preference at the minute. To start with, I did love the peat moss, but I'm leaning more towards the coir now. If you overwater it, and it will go down to the gravel at the bottom for the drainage and drain out of the tap much easier, and you can get that worm wee much better from the coir. But I'm still new to the game, so I'm sure things might change. Looking at the camera, bud. To be helping me. So what I'm going to do today as well is, there's another worm egg there, is a little bit of newspaper on top, just in this hot weather. I'm hoping it's going to sort of retain a little bit of moisture in there for the worms. I'm just going to do half over the food, so it's a little bit darker for them. And I'm only doing about 2 or 3 sheets. Just something that someone else has recommended. So I'm going to try it. This is my my sort of test run. So I'm just going to give it a go myself, and just to see really before I invest in any more worms. I'm actually going to get a little bit fresher. I've actually cut a duck up on that bit of newspaper. I don't want it to get this. It's a nice fresh bit there. And that's just going to make it a bit darker, a bit damper around that food, and hopefully encourage them to feed a little bit more. I just thought I'd give you all an update on how the worms are doing.